welcome back to our channel. On our last video, we did 3 of the exterior walls on our tiny home build inside our pole barn. Today we are focused on the front wall.
Yeah, the front wall is going to be the longest continuous wall of the 4 walls because on the last video we put up walls and sections between each of the upright beam posts. So today we have some planning to do. We need to get things mapped out along the floor, do our framing, get the walls stood up, frame out a door because we are going to have an entry exit doorway from the inside of the pole barn. So lots of planning, lots of work, lots to do in general.
Yeah, lots to do. This has been kind of a crazy week. We've had a lot going on and we've got a lot coming up this week. We have our very first meat rabbits being born here in Idaho due any day. And our baby doll sheep are getting a haircut. Jeremy actually got a haircut.
Finally, after looking a little shaggy for the last month. But like we said, we've been very busy last month, so yeah, I've kind of neglected my hair.
Well, you look nice now.
Thank
a
you.
lot of you guys may not notice or know, but Jeremy is actually a natural blonde. So it takes a lot of just for men to make him look this guapo.
Muy guapo. Blondes have more fun, what can I say?
Yeah, well, let's have fun working. So we need to get going. Let's go.
Let's do it.
We are going to get started with our front wall. So the very first thing we're going to do is chalk a line all the way across. We are going 16 feet from the back of the pole barn to this beam right here. Since we are building our front wall off of these beams, we're actually going to be doing a 2x4 wall for the front wall only. The back 3 walls were all 2x6. So the reason we're going with 2x4s is so that we don't overextend. We would be going into the window if we were to use a 2x6 for the front wall. So that is why, in case you were wondering, as we get started.
With the help of our oldest son, we snapped a nice chalk line along the entirety of our slab. That's going to help us align our walls once we get them stood up. With that line now in place, we are measuring off of this westernmost west-facing wall, and we are going to put some markings along this line for our main entry-exit doorway. Alright dude, we're going to mark these boards. So remember top and bottom plate, you remember how far apart we make our marks?
Yep.
How far apart?
16 inches or 24.
16 or 24 inches. And why do we do that? We do it so that all of our sheeting material matches up, right? So every 16 or 24 inches, we're going to do these at 16 inches. Every 16 inches, so you're going to help mark everything with me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so here's how this is going to work, okay? We're going to lay out our tape measure. And again, I'm going to show you how to do this the first time, right? So we're at 16 inches. We got the red 16 with the arrows, correct? Once we have our measurement, you're going to take your pencil. You're going to line it right up to the 16 inches and make a mark like that. All right, I'm going to stretch this whole thing out. You're going to follow me and you're going to mark everything on the way down. Got it? There you go.
UPS just delivered something for Jeremy. Jeremy, what'd you get?
I got a parcel of some kind from the city of Vancouver where I was employed as a police officer for the last 13, 14 years. So I think I know what this is, but let's crack it open and take a look, shall we? So I got a envelope here addressed from the chief of police. says, Dear Jeremy, I trust you and your family are getting settled. Recognizing your length of law enforcement service, you qualify for receiving this retirement badge along with the ID card. Thank you for your service to the Vancouver Police Department and our community. Many blessings to you from Chief McIlvain. Thank you, Chief. If you're watching, greatly appreciate that. So I've got a retired police officer commission card, which is very cool. Along with a awesome retirement badge. Super excited and honored to receive that. A little surreal, but very cool. And to go along with it, I think I know what this is, but we'll crack it open like I said. Pretty cool. Awesome plaque with my badge set within it. So it says, presented to me with sincere appreciation for your dedicated service and lasting contributions to the City of Vancouver. Your professionalism, leadership, and commitment will be missed by the department and the community. Best wishes on your retirement on behalf of the employees and members of the Vancouver Police Department and the Vancouver Police Officers Guild. Thank you guys so much. If you're watching this, thank you. We got our first section of wall framed up on the ground. We took some measurements, some cross measurements, some diagonal measurements, just to ensure that things are square. Rather than making some adjustments, what we did is we just pushed the entire wall into this corner, knowing ahead of time that things were square. Double checked our measurements and confirmed that we are in fact good to go. So we'll get some additional pieces that we will utilize as bracing. We'll get those attached diagonally for standing the wall up and getting it set in place. Alright, everybody ready? 1, 2, down, up. Nice job.
At this point in time, you folks might be wondering why we didn't put sheeting on our wall first. And that is because of me and the fact that I am built like a small boy. So I actually cannot physically lift the walls when the sheeting is on, when the wall is 16 feet. So we have to do it the hard way because of me.
It works. Melissa's just not the strongest person in the world. That's why we're using our 13-year-old daughter, Nevaeh, to help us out. Thank you, Nevaeh.
We got our first wall up and in place. This is going to be the kids' bedroom space. Jeremy's going to be attaching this wall using some anchor bolts into our slab. And then we are going to be bracing the top so that we can go take a lunch break. Hey guys, we're back from lunch. We had sandwiches. They were delicious. So I did want to touch on something that I found a little bit concerning. So people were really, I guess, wondering why I didn't have my own tool belt and my own set of tools. You know, because women on the workplace, it's important that I'm prepared. So I went ahead and I asked my 5-year-old if I could borrow his tool belt. And I want to say that it fits good. So I also got some tools. I've got a hammer. It's Little Tykes brand. I got this. This is actually Black & Decker. It's got it had a sticker on it to prove it. Got my own saw.
Link in the description.
Yeah, I've got a Black & Decker drill. So, you know, and some snacks.
All right, guys, so this next section of our wall is going to include our doorway, like we mentioned before, which is going to mean that we have to do some additional framing. We're going to include a header and a series of cripples over top. This door is going to allow us access into and out of the main pole barn space. It'll be a nice feature to have. Definitely need to include it. So here we go.
I've never felt like this. What are you doing to me? It only took one kiss to know that you're everything I need. Everything I need. So tell me now, because I just have to know. Do I make you wanna run away with me? Do I really make you feel like you don't need anyone? Do I make you wanna run? Just be wild and free. Do I really make you feel like you don't need anyone else? Like you don't need anyone else? Because all I need is you. About you is the reason I can't spend one more day without you. Oh, so tell me, girl, 'cause I really wanna know. Do I make you wanna run away with me? Do I really make you feel like you don't need anyone? Do I make you wanna run? Just be wild and free. Do I really make you feel like you don't need anyone else? Like you don't need anyone else? Because all I need is you. I've never felt like this. What are you doing to me? So do I make you wanna run away with me? Do I really make you feel like you don't need anyone? Do I make you wanna run? Just be wild and free. Do I really make you feel like you don't need anyone else? Like you don't need anyone else? Because all I need is you. Oh, all I need is you. Hey.
Okay, as we get things cleaned up and wrapped up here, I just want to touch upon some of the comments and remarks that people made on our last video, asking why it is that we were not doing a double top plate. We will be doing a double top plate on all of these walls, and that's going to help support the joist that we run widthwise, and that'll support the eventual hayloft that we plan to have overhead of the entire living space. So stay tuned for that. We have this temporary bracing that we put up for the time being, just to make sure that things don't come out of square. And once again, if anyone has any comments or suggestions of things that we should be looking at moving forward, please let us know. It's greatly appreciated and welcome.
Okay, that is the end of our project today. We got the whole front wall up. It is awesome because now we can see the actual size and shape of the tiny home. It's one thing to picture it, it's another to see it all framed out.
Are you excited about it? Are you happy that you're going to get more space?
I am excited. So it's going to give us just a little over 100 square feet per person. We are a family of 6. I was reading the recommendations for tiny homes, and you're supposed to start minimum at 150 to 170 square feet per person. And so we're actually well below what they recommend for a tiny home, but it's going to feel huge because we are currently living in a 28-foot trailer.
28, yeah, the coach itself is 28 feet.
Yeah, it's about 260 square feet. So having a little over 600 square feet is going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be a major upgrade for us. A lot more space, a lot more privacy. So happy about that. The trailer works
really
just fine, but
that.
yeah, this will be a nice upgrade, and we don't plan to stay in here too long because we're going to start working on the big house next.
Yep. As soon as we get this all squared away, we're going to shift our focus to our actual house, but this will give us
in the interim, this will work just fine.
Yeah, it'll be much more comfortable than coming back in the middle of winter into a trailer. So
okay, so we're gonna get some rest. We're gonna clean up. We're gonna be back at this tomorrow.
Yes.
We're gonna film our next video, which is gonna be framing out the interior walls. So we're gonna get a master bedroom set up for Melissa and I, a little private space.
Netflix.
We're also gonna have a bathroom that's framed out, and we are gonna give the kids the far end of this living space, so they have their own big bedroom to share, all 4 of them.
Big bedroom. Yeah.
Bigger than what we're in right now.
Yeah,
anyway.
bigger than their little army bunks.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Another project off the list. Another baby step off the list anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
And then maybe we'll bring the happy dance next time once we get the interior walls done.
Yeah, I feel like we need to have all interior walls framed before we bring back the happy dance.
Yeah, we gotta earn the happy dances. Yeah, we gotta work on our choreography in the meantime.
Yeah.
I want to do it with you.
Oh, but you guys did the whole time? All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. We'll see you on the next one. Kira wanted to say bye to everybody. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.